Hey everyone, welcome back to Habs tonight. Tonight I'm joined with Dale's older brother, Derrick Weise. How's it going, buddy?
Not too bad. How's it going, Brando?
Oh, not bad at all. We posted on Twitter earlier that if you're the legal drinking age, we're gonna have a beverage tonight while we talk some hockey before the Habs game starts. If you don't drink or you're below the drinking age, have a pop, have a soda, have a water, whatever you feel, a juice. Just join us and let's talk some hockey, man. So tonight, Vancouver against Montreal. What are your thoughts to start?
Huge 2-game set here. Huge.
Massive.
And you got to think you win these 2 games. You put Calgary in the rear view way back. And then you gain points on Vancouver. You have games in hand. That's what you need.
Oh, for sure. And one thing, I'm not sure if some Habs fans have been paying attention or not. They might be, because I find a lot of Canadians are paying attention to the North Division. Is Vancouver's on a roll. Thatcher Demko is hot right now.
Thatch is taking the crease. I honestly believe he plays back-to-back here.
No
questions asked.
Really?
The whole speed's been a little suspect. But he hasn't played in a while, right?
That's true. And Holtby did get lit up last time they played the Habs too. So I don't hate that idea. It's tough. I'm not sure Vancouver's schedule next week, so it might make sense to go with Thatcher. I mean, they're not far out of the playoff picture. So we've seen it all the time before when the Habs just ride Carey Price trying to make playoffs. I think you might see Vancouver try to go that way with Thatcher.
You have to. I mean, you saw what he did last year in the playoffs, right? And he's starting to find that form again. And I mean, you got to get on him early though today. Crush them, get down on them early, force the hand, make them play Holtby tomorrow.
And I find when teams come back from a long road trip, it's always known in the hockey world, the first game back at home is usually a rough go, and the Habs are slow starters. So I'm just curious, do you know why when teams come back from a long road trip, the first game back is it getting used to the time change, or is it getting back into a routine at home? Has Dale any told you?
You got to think where on the road, you're with the boys, right? Everything's there. It's all business, You come home, you get a little lazy, you're messing around the house, right? It's not on your mind 24/7 where that could be. But I mean, I think the boys know big 2 points here. You got to get them early. Oh,
massive 2 points. And we see that Jake the Snake's getting a start. So I've said it before. I wear my Farrington hat whenever Jake's playing. So we were joking around here before we went live. Me and Derek trying to figure out the whole reverse cam here because
I'm lost.
It's a little tricky.
I'm lost.
But last night on the show, Dale said the Weises were Habs fans. Although Derek is a Sharks fan, I'll let it go. But look at the background. The Weise family likes the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah.
Yeah. Got to add another one to that. Oh, there it is. I got it.
Yeah.
Got to get number 25 on there.
Oh, for sure. But tonight, Toffoli, the Canuck killer. Can you expect it?
Man, I've been a Toffoli fan since he's been in LA. The guy's been a stud. And why? I don't even know why they let him go. I mean,
I know.
And you got to think Drouin's got to get going. Suzuki's going to get going. You only got 4 guys over 10 goals. Yeah, you're going to need more than that to go deep in the playoffs. And I think this is big 2-game set here. Guys got to get going, get the goals going, get everybody rolling.
Oh, for sure. And it's funny, too, because Burge brings in Josh Anderson and Toffoli, and they're the 2 top producers. I mean, if they didn't have them, I don't know who would have stepped up. But I mean,
where are you at this point, right?
Great job on Burge, though, because Toffoli, I mean, I saw McDavid pass him last night in goals, but I mean, it's McDavid.
Well, it's McDavid.
But I mean, Toffoli's right up there, which is pretty sweet.
Well, and speaking of that, you got three games against Edmonton after these 2. I mean, they obviously can't look past Vancouver. We can as fans, but
yeah,
you got 3 games against Edmonton too, and they're above you. You have games in hand, so I mean, it's really, you could solidify your playoff spot in the next 5 games.
Well, it seems like every year Leon and McDavid do this, but it seems like this year, especially the slow start with Edmonton, it's like McDavid and Leon were like, you know what, screw it. We'll put the team on our backs again. Mike Smith came back, which did help them. But I mean, Edmonton's rolling too. They beat Winnipeg last night.
Yeah, That I didn't catch a lot of that game, but that one goal where he just skates a stick and goes just nasty.
Speaking of nasty goals, I know this is like a Habs pregame show, but Trevor Zegras in Anaheim. Ooh, that was gross. First career goal
from Drysdale.
I know. And Drysdale gets his first too.
They went head to head in the World Juniors this year.
Yeah.
How you see that Rantanen goal last night?
Oh man, Colorado's rolling that top line. That's a dangerous top line.
Well, and that's the thing though. If you get young guys like KK going, Suzuki going, you're going to see highlight reel goals. I mean, they're fast. They can make plays, and like Dale said, these guys can shoot. They can score. Right? Like coming out of junior now, it's not where you're going to spend 3-4 years in the A. Like these guys are ready to make the step and take over the game. So it's only a matter of time before these guys get back, get their confidence, and start rolling again, right?
Oh, for sure. And like what you speak of confidence too. Like Kotkaniemi is a kid that as soon as he got that confidence, Dale's always said like Kotkaniemi is one of the most talented, best shooters he's seen, and the guy's still 20 years old.
Man. Like he's
huge. He's 6'2", and like he just turned 20 last summer. He's the 7th youngest player in the NHL right now, and it's his 3rd season. It's wild.
It hasn't really filled out yet, right?
I know.
Man, that guy is going to be dangerous.
And he's getting those first line minutes too. I mean, I think he's developing some chemistry anyways, but I like seeing him playing with confidence because he will be that, I don't know about absolute game changer, but I like, who would you compare Kotkaniemi to in, let's say, 3 to 5 years?
Ooh. I don't know. I mean, it all depends what happens, right? Because I mean, remember when Chucky came in his first couple years, he looked good. And I mean, I think KK's got more of a ceiling, given the way, he's starting to progress and the way he takes things. He doesn't really, he lets things roll off his back more. But 3 to 5, I don't.
Would you put him in like a Kopitar? Like, could he reach that ceiling? Would that be his ceiling? Like 80, a Kopitar, like a 2-way?
80 point. I mean, Kopitar, that guy's on a different level.
I know, especially this year.
He doesn't get enough respect because he's out west.
That's true.
I don't know. I can't really. Not off the top of my head, I can't really. He could be like a Huberdeau though. Right?
Oh,
like
sneaky good after a few years.
Sneaky good, and just low key. But obviously in a Montreal market, he's going to be under the microscope, which. He's not always the greatest thing, right? Because if he does have a bad stretch, everyone's all over him.
Oh, I know. But like to reverse this, you're a Sharks fan, so you're used to seeing like Erik Karlsson, Brent Burns, guys like this. But then the Habs this year finally have that prize D-man, Jeff Petry, on a roll.
I like him in Montreal a lot better than I did in Edmonton. Let's say that.
That's for sure. No, I mean, just what a year he's having. We've talked about it on some of the pregame shows and postgame shows, like being up there, at least in the Norris conversation. Not saying he's going to win it, but like the guy gets better with age. He's like aging like a fine wine.
Beautiful man too. That helps. But look what he did last year in the bubble.
It's true,
right? Like game-winning goals. He's like, hey guys, don't worry, I got this. And he seems like one of those guys that nothing really phases him. Sharks fan, always have been, just the way I am. And I guess with Weber there too. I mean, the two of them, you got to think like good buddies, and he's probably learned a lot from Shea, and just he's stepped his game up. And hey, sometimes it does take a little longer for guys to develop, but this guy is wow. Like he's going to be one of those guys that's probably in the league till maybe 40, just the way he's going.
Oh, I could see that as well. There's one thing we were talking about beforehand, especially with the deadline coming up, possible trades. What do you think? If let's play GM for a second here.
Ooh,
if you're Burge, what would you do?
I think you need a forward.
Yeah,
you definitely need a forward. Just to kind of maybe mix it up a bit. Get like I said earlier, I heard Troy Terry's available. He's young. He's got that spark. He's got hands. You see what he did in the World Juniors. I mean, you have him under contract still. There's not a lot of contract space. Your taxi squad has a guy. or two that have maybe you have a lot of draft picks.
Yeah.
Tons of draft picks.
So if you're Birds, what would you be willing to give up for a guy like Terry?
What's Anaheim asking for? What do you think? I mean,
It's definitely going to be a roster player.
Roster. Well, what kind of roster player? You looking, right? I mean,
yeah.
If you look, who are you really getting rid of, though, right?
That's true.
I would say Byron, contract wise, they're roughly on the same years. You definitely got to give a second, because you don't want to get rid of that first. You don't. You see how many times teams have been killed by going for that, that extra ad, and you're not, you know what I mean?
Well, like, no offense, like the Sharks did it with Ottawa. They picked 3 and 5 this year.
How's that going for you? How's that going for me? I don't even stay up anymore.
Oh man, I suppose you're Central Time, so you're not as bad as me on the East here. But
no,
like when the Habs are on the road, wow, was that ever tough? Like I was going to bed 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Dedication.
It was tough. That's the only reason why we weren't doing live shows. And for the fans watching, originally we were going to get Dale to join us too for a beverage, but his young fella had hockey tonight, so unfortunately he couldn't come. But he will be on one of these shows here soon, along with Derrick and I, because we've got a little idea or a segment in mind for future, not just a pregame show, but we might release that later on. But something's in the works with the Weise brothers and me, so we're pretty excited for that one. And I know
it'll be all right.
I know the crew at Habs tonight. I know Nick and Shane, I believe, are going to be doing a French, like around the league news on Mondays, I believe. I think they're going to start working on it this weekend, which for our French followers, that is awesome.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah, pretty wicked. And we've got a Nick, and we've got Steffi and Alyssa on the team now. So we're building our female content creators because it's time. Like we're tired of seeing all this all male stuff. So we're moving to everybody's equal, and I can't wait to see what these girls put out because they are so talented.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Like the amount of work you guys put in behind the scenes is mind blowing. Like
it's wild.
I want no part of that.
So right now it's just me and Derrick running this thing, and normally like when we do a show with Dale and Aaron, there's 4 or 5 of us in the background making the wheels turn, we'll say. So sorry if it's not as good as quality as our normal show, but hey, we're trying. It's Friday. We're going to have a beverage talk Habs. One fun thing I do like doing is predict score or predict win. What do you got?
Ooh.
Put you right on the spot.
I'm saying 4-2 empty net.
Habs or Cougar?
Habs. They need
Habs?
This. They need this.
Foley gets all 4.
Man, my fantasy team would love that.
Oh, I love fantasy too. If I had Jake Allen in net, Jake's been decent too. I'm gonna have to
last 5. He's due.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say I like the 4-2, but you know what? Habs back home. They need to.
When was the last time Vancouver played? They've had a few days off here. No,
a couple days, I think.
They're beaten up too, man. 2 of their top 6 are gone.
That's true. Pedersen and Pearson are out.
I got Jimmy Vesey stepping up.
Yeah, he'll be in their middle 6. You'd think maybe on the 4th, depending on how much practice time would he have, a day or 2.
I'm not sure.
That's 2 big holes.
I think he drove. I heard that he drove somewhere, and then he flew, and then he's gonna get his car shipped. I don't know. It's just what Twitter.
Yeah, he drove from Toronto to Ottawa because Vancouver played Ottawa. That's what it was. Vancouver won the shootout. Cadet scored. Because
I watched that shootout because the boy's still a huge Vancouver fan from when Dale was there. So So tonight will be good. I get to chirp my little kid.
Because I remember watching that game too. Because I'm not sure if any of the fans here watched the Joey Decord interview, the start of the week with there when he got his first win.
Unbelievable!
That was incredible.
Unbelievable! Like you cannot be. How are you not a fan of that kid?
I know. But he goes down to injury, and it might be season ending for him, which is absolutely terrible. But it just made me think I remember Vancouver playing Ottawa in the shootout. We had back to what's his name, Vesey. He drove to Ottawa, thought he was going to dress that game, but there was some kind of rule or law that he couldn't dress that night. Anyways, left his car at the Ottawa rink. He's like, I'll get it shipped to wherever I'm going. and then that was it. So he's in the lineup tonight. Middle six, you'd think, yeah.
I don't like. I think he's a winger center, so I think it could go either way. Missing Petey's huge for them.
Oh, he's been in for a bit too.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like trade deadline. When is the trade deadline? A couple weeks.
Who knows with this weird schedule this year?
I think it's April 8th. Does that sound right?
It's sometime in April. I do know that.
Someone in the chat know when it is?
Yeah, anybody know where the deadline is? Help us out here.
I'm guessing it's April 8th. I'm just kind of sitting there, but I mean, like, it's the same thing. Throw it back to Colorado. They get Byron McCarr back. Mind you, they have tons of cap space, but I mean, you get like an injured guy back. That's almost like adding a guy, and the guy like
exactly
Patterson, that guy's a game changer, man.
Yeah, and one thing,
unreal.
One thing too, I find is NCAA's ending around in the States too. So some teams can get some NCAA players almost as a rental player. Caulfield could come in. Jordan Harris, I expect him to go to Laval first, but hey, you never know.
It's tough though. I mean, especially.
Oh, there we go. April 12th. Thank you, Rusek. Appreciate that.
But I mean, you play college jumping into the NHL. It's not like you're. You know what I mean? Like you jump from college, and next thing you know, you're one-on-one with Shea Weber, and
that's a big boy.
What do you think? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like
you got to think though. Like sometimes, like some players have to be a little starstruck when like your first game in the NHL and you're lining up against guys, right? Like,
well, I remember like my first game I went to. It was the night Paling's first game where he scored the hat trick and then the shootout winner. And I just remember seeing like Weber in warm up, and I was like, "Holy shit, he's huge!"
Well, I remember when Kovalchuk got traded to Montreal there, and Dale, when he played midget here, playing for the Thrashers, he wore 17 because he was a huge Kovalchuk fan, massive fan. And to actually get to meet him, he's like, "Man, this guy's the best." Like he is the best. I'm like, that's
he gave Kulak that Rolex for the number too. He sounds like an awesome guy.
Unreal. He made tons of money. So.
Yeah, because Kove's the next game I went to last year before COVID shut everything down in February was the one where Kovalchuk scored in overtime. Him and Suzuki went on that break there against the Leafs.
Yeah.
So both games I went to was Montreal versus Toronto on a Saturday night. Paling hat trick night, shootout winner, and then Kovalchuk in overtime. It was absolutely wild.
It's always good beating the Leafs.
Oh, fantastic.
It's almost as good as beating the Bruins.
So, I mean, there's one thing our fans always ask that I see everywhere is getting Luch on to talk to Dale. Do you think Dale's going to get him on? Do you think Luch would come on, talk to Dale? I mean, the guy hated him.
Anything is possible, man. You never know. Right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, like it's in any league. You go from beer league to pros. It doesn't matter what happens on the ice stays on the ice. You end up hanging out with a guy after you have a beer. You talk, but it's you know what I mean. It's your job, right? It's your job. And then outside of like everyone says, there's people at work that you don't like. It happens.
Oh, for sure. I think it's also like the fan base has built that up a little bit more because Dale's gone on to say that
Jack Edwards,
yeah, Jack. Jeez. Like Dale said, like the next year, like he played against Luch and Luch didn't say or do anything to him. So obviously it's just heat of the moment thing. But I would actually love that Luch coming onto the show. I mean, I'm sure the fans would absolutely love it. It'd be wild.
That guy's been a force in the league, though, man. Like since he was even junior, like he was on that steamroll of a Vancouver Giant team that went right through the dub, right through the Mem Cup. And he played with Gallagher, didn't he? What's that?
He played with Gallagher, didn't he?
Yeah, I think who else was on that team? That team was like stacked. I know they had I think Gilbert Brulé was on there. Another guy from Winnipeg, Adam Krishane, was on there. I think he went over to Europe and played a little bit. There was a bunch of guys there.
Yeah.
And that team was a machine.
Like going back to Luch, like obviously he'd like to perform a little bit better last year, but I mean, I like that fight against Josh Anderson the other night. Big boys can still go.
He's like a sleeping bear, man. Like, it's one of those guys where if he's not really, doing anything against you, don't bug the guy. because
Exactly.
once he gets going, that's it. He's going to run you over, and what are you going to do? Nothing you can do.
No.
Monster.
So I don't even know if I got in even into my prediction, but I like the 4-2 score because it's always like a safe empty netter one.
Yeah, way off track.
I can go 5-2 because I think the Habs have so much pressure on them right now just for the slow starts we've seen from them.
Power play has got to click again. I mean, like Dale said, Burroughs is there. They've had a few, but I think, well, I don't know if they got a practice in, but
like has Dale ever talked? I know he has talked on our show before, but like has he ever mentioned to you like what kind of like guy or coach Burroughs was?
He didn't really say too much. Hold on, I just gotta grab something here, Brando.
Derrick's doing a typical Weise and doing the hydration break like we had on the first episode. See, the Weise is they just stay hydrated. So apologize for that. I know he's probably just reaching into his cooler, but just leaving a guy hanging during the pregame. But anybody in the chat, if you guys can predict a score, what do you guys think is going to happen? I want to see some predictions here, even if they're bold. Hot takes are always welcome. Yeah, we'll leave that up for Derrick when he gets back, for his sake. I like that one. There's one comment for you here that I highlighted.
I hope so. No, I'm a hydrated guy. Got to drink a lot of water all day, right? I'm outside all day, so take my vitamin D, get my water in, I'm good to go. Got to stay consistent with Dale, right? I mean, you know.
But yeah, like I was asking, like, did Dale ever mention like playing for Burroughs?
Not too much. I didn't really like when me and Dale sit there and talk. Like everyone's all like, they always ask me, they're like, "So what's it like?" I'm like, I couldn't tell you, man. Like I don't like. We do talk hockey, but it's not like I'm not sitting there grilling them. 24/7 about it because it's just shooting the shit.
I gotta ask you, like, is that how it is when your sibling plays in the NHL or something like that? Like, some people are curious, like how is it like just normal everyday life kind of conversation? Can you kind of leave like the work talk out of it for him, or is it like let him bring it up if he wants to, if not?
Yeah, like, and the thing is, like, me and him talk every day. Like, we're the best of friends, and it's just, hey man, what's up? How are things? How are the kids? How's the wife?
Yeah.
Like, how's everyone holding up? And what are you up to? Where are you? Kind of deal. Like,
yeah.
When he goes to, he went to Anaheim, and he was at just showing me pictures at like the Lamborghini dealership. I'm like, nuts. I mean, I'm not gonna get there, but whatever. I mean, it's awesome though. But no, it's pretty casual, and then just basic stuff.
I was always curious, like, how that was with players and their families. Like, is it like, do you bring it up, especially how the season's going? Like, ooh, don't even want to go near them right now.
There's some days I'll be like, hey, what's your problem? like, come on. So, but
that'd be funny.
Other than that, it's pretty casual. And then like we'll sit, like, I'll go to his place, he'll come here, and we'll sit here, like, we'll just flip through games and back and forth. Me actually this year we got him on the fantasy. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Well, me and the boy are taking him and his son to the woodshed. So.
Oh yeah. He'll watch us after, and he's gonna chirp us. But
he can bring it all he wants.
I like I was saying earlier, I'm just happy the Habs are back on the East Coast, or more east than what they've been lately. Anyways, I'm really curious how tonight's game going to go. Like I see some of the chat here is predicting the scores, and I like it's all Habs taking the win. Obviously,
first 10 minutes is going to be huge because Vancouver is fast. They're going to come at you. Don't give them any time on that power play.
That power play is good.
Even they got that Höglander kid. He hasn't scored in a while. He's good. He
is very good. I like how Höglander plays, actually. They got a little scrum there earlier, and like Höglander, I think it might have been against Ottawa. Could be wrong, but that Höglander kid, he's so good. Goalie girls rule. Yes, Demko is playing.
Yeah, no, that's he's gonna play both. I guarantee it right now. You can't. This has got to be playoff. like as they say, each game is a 4-point game. Well, especially with the games played for Vancouver, they can't afford to go 0-2 here.
No, they can't because, I mean, do you put Holtby into the fire tomorrow night with a tired team that's already down 2 guys?
And you got the man on the other end.
Yeah, Mr. Saturday Night.
And they got, I think they got the Jets coming up too.
Oh, okay.
And that team, I mean, the Jets are a machine, man. That team is a machine.
I know. That's one team that really scares me because you got a Vezina goaltender in net. You got one of the best top 6s in the league.
Top 3 in the league.
Yeah. No, I mean, like their top 6 would be arguably like their forward core is gross.
I think Scheifele took a shot off his ankle and no one knows. I don't think it was that bad. I didn't see it, but
okay.
I saw a clip of it on Twitter, but that was about it, right? Like he like kind of stuck his boot out and he took it right off the I think right off the middle of the ankle.
We have one question here. It's not hockey related, but as Dale is a wrestling fan from everybody that can tell from last night, we got this one here.
Oh,
backyard wrestling. Who wins, the older brother or the younger brother?
Tell Chris to rent the ring and we'll figure it out.
Oh, we'll have to send that to Dale. Rent the ring. I know Aaron and Dale in the group chat today were showing off the belts they both had, so maybe they'll put a belt up on the line and get the old Weise battle.
Oh yeah, even when we were younger, we had a trampoline in the backyard, and we had a shed right next to it. So I mean, it was hardcore wrestling. Hitting each other with a garbage can. It was the best.
Oh, we got one. We have Evan saying Dale all the way. We have Roger saying Derrick wins. So it's split now. So we will have to rent out a little arena.
Let's go.
We'll put a poll up after. We got the Habs game starting here in like 13 minutes. So one.
Who is it? Who's scoring first? Who's your guy?
Who's scoring first tonight? I'm gonna ride the hot hand here. I gotta go. I think Kotkaniemi scores first.
Ooh.
I like it. I got his jersey right here beside me and throw on after, but
I'm gonna take Dandino.
Dano?
Yeah.
Really? No, I mean, that was a nice shot he had on the 2-on-1.
He's due, man. And I think once you saw him come out of the gate, everyone was firing. Yeah, he didn't score. He was playing good. He's doing the right things. It's going to happen for him. And I think he's one of those guys that can score in bunches. So. And
he they reunited that line for tonight. We've got Dano, Gallagher, Tatar back because they were buzzing last game. Aaron Amadeus is in the chat here. He was asking who wins in a fight, Dale or Derrick. So Derrick is obviously going to pick himself. But
funny thing is, though, growing up, we never fought.
No, I remember seeing that. Yeah. Somebody asked Dale that question. I think he was like, "Did you guys ever fight?" And
never.
Like, not often do brothers really fight. Like Kachuk brothers will never fight each other on the ice. The Sutters never fought each other on the ice.
No, even at home, Dad took care of that real quick. You two want to fight? All right, fine. See what happens. No.
Yeah.
So it was
Aaron, I'm curious if you're still in here. If we can rent a ring to see the Weise brothers go for one of the belts you guys have.
Bouncy house.
See, there's Aaron.
Aaron knows what's up.
That'd be so fun. Can you imagine? Just rent a ring, run around bouncing off the.
I think we were somewhere, and me and Dale both got bounced out of a bouncy house or something. They threw us out because we were doing wrestling matches.
That's hilarious.
Let's ask him about that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So we got a Tyler Toffoli will score first. We've got an Anderson in here from Ian Patterson. Appreciate everybody interacting with us. We got Louis picking Tatar. Somebody said KK scores. We got Galley scoring. Galley's been playing good. I love Gallagher. I just love a guy that puts in 100% every night.
I like the interaction between him and Presty on Twitter the other day. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was good. Presty coming up Wednesday.
Yes. We see Wednesday is coming Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Brandon Pruss is coming on. I'm excited for that one.
That'll be awesome.
I can't wait for the stories. They must have a ton of them.
I got to meet Presty once when I was in Montreal. We actually went to the bar he owned downtown. We went there for Super Bowl. close the whole place, and I just happened to. So Dale brought me. It was awesome. Super nice
that'd
guy.
be wild.
You guys are gonna love him.
I know some of the fans are excited, and then some of the other interviews we have lined up that I can't say now is it's gonna be wild.
Tell everybody.
No, we'll tease the Brandon Prost, but some of the other ones after this, I can't wait to like
throw teasers up if I come back.
Yeah, guess which we shows up for Weise Wednesday.
Hey guys.
We'll do a Weise Wednesday with the two brothers.
That'd
be a fun one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Liam says he has a signed hat from Prost. Scored a hattie that game. Wow.
Nice. Man, Prost was a beast that year too. That guy takes no shit from nobody.
No, he'd fight anybody, no matter the size.
Love the way he played.
Yeah. It was like a very similar to Dale, but just Dale didn't fight as much.
No. Yeah, he did when he had to, but it's true. It's true.
A little wrestling in the bouncy castle. But anyways, I think we're going to let this pregame show end here just because I don't want to take anybody away from the game. It should be puck drop here in like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. So everybody, good luck. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Drew Deeks is going to be posting some content tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's going to be a post-game or a pre-game show. So I look forward to that. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on all of our stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It means the world to us. It really does. You'll get notifications if you turn that little bell notification on so you guys can actually see when Dale and Aaron come back for Weise Wednesday. You don't want to miss it.
Follow the whole team on Twitter, too. Always got good stuff being posted for you guys.
Yes. Follow the Habs Night team on Twitter. If I could find that little link here. There it is. Oh. Habs Night on all platforms, really. Where we have Facebook group, Twitch, YouTube. There's even a TikTok out there. So please follow us on all platforms. Appreciate everybody tuning in for this little, just having a beverage and talking some Habs and some hockey. But anyways, Derrick, any last words of wisdom?
Thanks for having me, buddy. We'll do this anytime you want. Just let me know. We'll
be working a segment here soon with both the Weise brothers and myself. So look forward to that.
It's going to be good.
Check out our YouTube tomorrow. I know we'll be uploading a bunch of content here in the next few hours and even maybe tomorrow, especially Drew Deeks. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night. Go Habs, go.
Go Habs, go, guys.